Boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of things to go over in today's episode. 4 billion of new Bitcoin funds was changing hands in the first trading day. The products known as ETFs were approved by federal regulators this week, a watershed moment for the cryptocurrency industry. It really just talks about how much so cryptocurrency has been legitimized over the past couple of years and how much it is here to stay. And big things are definitely going to be coming for Bitcoin and major cryptocurrencies across the board, because if Bitcoin is funded and became, or pretty much is, mainstream, we're going to be seeing a lot of market sentiment move around and a lot of new money enter the markets because of how accessible cryptocurrency is. Now, beyond seeing this, which we'll go over and talk about this article here in a moment, Ethereum has exploded to the upside across the board, which we made sure to talk about and discuss in yesterday's episode here. Bitcoin, not so much. And we're going to talk about this as well, as we were talking about the fact that Bitcoin is in an ascending, broadening wedge, which typically has a bearish sentiment to it. And that's exactly what happened yesterday here. And there's a good chance we might actually start to correct or fall and drop in Bitcoin here. And I know that might sound shocking, especially with everything that has come out, but people typically buy the rumor and sell the news. And that is exactly what we are seeing happening to Bitcoin as we speak. So there is a lot of things to discuss and a lot of things to go over in today's episode. And with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump right into today's video. So guys, yesterday we made a video basically saying it's not too late to get into the chance of buying into Bitcoin as well as Ethereum. You can see we have drawn clear as day the Ethereum ascending triangle, where we did break through the price ceiling and we are starting to rally to the upside at a very fast rate. But we're also talking about the fact that Bitcoin could be next to follow Ethereum, and there still is that opportunity here. However, we didn't confirm the closure last night. We were hoping to buy in, and that just was not the case yesterday here. There was a ton of volume across the board and a ton of manipulation, outside manipulation, that did in fact affect the ascending, broadening wedge that's forming here on Bitcoin. However, we were waiting patiently, conservatively, for the opportunity to close us below that. It was that simple. It was that easy. All we needed was for Bitcoin's price, and you can see how high we went. We literally approached almost $50,000, hitting a high of 49,126. Had we have closed at 47, 48, 49,000, we would have been buying in conservatively and catching a ride for a massive swing to the upside here. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and we've made it clear as day that these ascending, broadening wedges typically result in bearish corrections here to the downside, and you can see that's kind of starting to carve its path as we talk in today's video. And as time moves further, you can see Bitcoin is already starting to dip lower, which might be a more moderate trade or an aggressive trade to capitalize on a potential dip that could be coming within Bitcoin. Buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what we have to talk about. Just yesterday, 4 billion of new Bitcoin funds changed hands in first trading day. And as you guys can see, as we move forward here, more than 4 billion of newly approved investment product tied to Bitcoin changed hands in the first day of trading on Thursday, yesterday, as cryptocurrency enthusiasts celebrated a watershed moment for the industry. Now, as we've talked about in the past, these kind of ETFs have already been worked into the market. We've already seen Bitcoin and crypto swing up a couple of days ago here. This is pretty much when we've confirmed it. People buy the rumor and sell the news. You can see this was it. This was the major swing we had of new injection of new eyes, of new news that came out here. And then in anticipation, we've seen tons of volatility over the past 2 days here, tons of volatility across the board. And just yesterday, we had the big flare up as, the news came out, the news broke here, and you can see people sold off and the markets fell as expected across the board here. No surprise if you ask me. Now, moving forward here, you can see 11 of the products known as ETFs, exchange-traded funds, started trading on popular platforms such as the NASDAQ a day after federal regulators authorized them, creating a simpler way for investors to bet on cryptocurrency markets. Major financial firms, including asset managers like BlackRock and Fidelity, are offering ETFs. The early volume was impressive, as people said, and they actually started to cool off as the price moved further on. Like I said, buy the rumor, sell the news, as anticipated here. In a statement announcing the authorization of ETF, Gary Gensler said the cryptocurrency did not approve or endorse Bitcoin, which is funny. He said most crypto trading platforms are breaking the law and often having conflicts of interest. Anywho's, I decided to go a step further looking at the Fidelity ETF that came out here. It's called Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund, down 2.5%, of course. Like I said, lots of volume the second it was listed, but as we expected, big sell-offs to come here. Buy the rumor, sell the news. It is so hard to control this here. You can see the immediate swing all the way up to $50, causing a major correction down, and now we're starting to taper off. I don't think this is going to be anything spectacular, but it is another option to get in. This was only out just a couple of hours ago. There's really not much happening right now, but I believe they're offering a no fee if you invest into this before August 1st. But again, it's not worth it. It is so new and it is so quick. There's 40. What is it? Where's the amount in here? $20 million in net assets here if you wanted to buy in. It's too early. That's not enough money. And it is an ETF. You can see in exchange traded vehicle. Not worth it in my opinion here, but it is definitely good news that we're having major, big exchanges like this, big brokerages like this, accepting cryptocurrency for what it is. So pretty incredible here, but I'd stay away. That's my opinion, but it's just nice to see that this is offered here right now. But diving into these cryptocurrencies that we need to spend most of our time focusing on here, as you guys know, we've been tracking a beautiful ascending wedge pattern here. And for those that don't know, these ascending wedges usually result in corrections to the downside here. You can see if I pull up really quickly, this is typically the pattern that we see that happens on these cryptos. Ascending broadening wedges typically have fake outs, and then we dump to the downside here, but you can trade within this pretty conservatively too. It's pretty straightforward here. You can see clear as day how simple we've bounced off top supports and top resistances and bottom supports, so on and so forth here. Top resistances, bottom supports. Each time we head to the bottom, it's typically a buying opportunity to then short and so on and so forth here. And that same thing would arise today. It is definitely not a conservative trade by any means, but it is still a big possibility and a big opportunity if you have what it takes to short this to the downside, because I would expect a target. I know this is crazy, but I would expect a target probably down a support here. We'll discuss whether or not we dump after that, but nonetheless, I do expect to see a correction. I anticipate a correction down to support now that we've pretty much retested and rejected off that support. We had an opportunity yesterday for the markets to close above resistance. We were not able to do so successfully, which caused the markets to start to veer lower, and I think we are going to start to veer lower nonetheless starting today. As we're starting to see, we're already starting to dip. This was a good opportunity to short or to enter short positions here, which obviously we could take advantage of on BidFi, the number one cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. For those that don't know, BidFi is offering a way to earn $500 for new signups completely free. $100 for signing up, $200 for deposits, $200 for USDT trading. And I believe all you have to do is do the KYC, which is very quick and very easy. Not only that, they have welcome rewards and a demo account. So for those that don't know, not only can you trade with live funds, XRP, as well as, where is it? Let me pull it up. Bitcoin. Come on, Bitcoin as well as Ethereum here for live trading, real crypto, stop losses, everything you'd like. They even have, like I said, that way of earning over 2,000 in free rewards with the new user advanced and exclusive tasks, just free crypto and free bonuses. They even have a sample account here, a demo account that I like to call it, where they give you 50,000 in Monopoly money to test your skills completely free. It's unlimited. Test your skills, get familiar with the platform, and then when you're ready, you can switch over to real trading. So I highly recommend starting out on demo accounts before using any real crypto. That's just my 2 cents here. But beyond looking at Bitcoin here, we need to also look at Ethereum here, because it's not just Bitcoin starting to see big swings. It's also Ethereum here. This was an easy opportunity to get in on. You can see the current coin market cap, Bitcoin's down 4%, but Ethereum, even though it's only up 1%, we're up 19% for the week, which is nuts here. This was an easy buy-in. We were triggered conservatively once we confirm closure here. When we broke through this and confirmed this was a conservative buy-in, it's a small percentage up, but we are moving up nonetheless. And then if you bought in aggressively on the 4-hour, we had that confirmation of 4-hour candle closures, and that's causing another swing to the upside too. But I like to think we're getting close to the top on a lot of these cryptos here. I really do. I think now that we're nearing the top on a lot of these cryptos, we might see markets dip lower. We might see a lot of these cryptos start to taper down like that. It's a big possibility, but it's something I don't want to rule out just yet. And then as for the S&P, I think we're also going to see us taper down like that, fill in that ascending, broadening wedge. What a coincidence as well. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.